This Mobile Geeks video is powered by ASUS.
Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks right here at Computex 2015, and as you can see we have a very special device right here because this is the ASLL Win Wings YS1, which is a dual screen laptop with a hinge right here in the middle, so it's not vertically or not, it's got a vertical hinge in this case, and you have fans in the middle, and you can use all these two displays all on its own. So it's not really a laptop, but the screens dock into this docking station, which is basically just a keyboard, a bunch of weights, the trackpad, and a bunch of ports, and that is pretty much it. Under the hood in these displays is a Intel Core i7 4510 quad-core SoC that is supposed to be pretty powerful. It's one of the highest-end SoCs that's offered or was offered in the Intel Haswell family. They're switching to Intel Skylake later this year to keep it updated. It runs at up to 2 GHz and it switches and goes up to, I think, 3.4 GHz on the Turbo Boost in this case. There is up to 16 GB of RAM in this and up to 512 GB of SSD storage. The screens are 15.6-inch screens and they are TN panels, but they're pretty good TN panels, so the viewing angles are pretty much alright. You will be using this not for graphics because the resolution is only at 1366 by 768. They might go higher up in the resolution in the future with a more capable graphics part. Right now they're stuck at this 1366 by 768, and what they want to do with it is basically they want to offer a professional device that is mainly geared at people who want to, for example, edit audio stuff. So these support 10-finger multi-touch, so you can basically use a bunch of sliders at once for regulating audio in this case. It's running the Windows Insider Preview build 174, which has been released a couple of weeks ago, and there's still a bunch of bugs concerning the drivers, but as you can see you have these two taskbars on here, so it's definitely powering both displays in this case. The docking station is removable, so if you want to, you can just take this off and walk away with it, and you can fold this down to transport the whole thing. In the docking station there is only a keyboard and the trackpad right here. The whole weight of only the tablets is 10.53 pounds. That's just under 5 kilograms, and if you want you can just fold these two together to carry them around if you want to. And let's just take a quick look at the ports here on the side, because these are the only ports on the left of this device. You have two speakers right here, so if you folded it out you have stereo sound from both sides, and you'll have the power button right here. It's in sleep mode right now, that's why the power button is lit up. The Windows button is right here, so the Windows logos on the front aren't really capacitive. There's a micro HDMI out right here, plus two USB 3.0 ports, your headset jack right there, and a FireWire out, which is to show that this is geared towards audio people in this case. And we have the power plug right there. Let me put the tablet itself to the side for a second so we can take a look at the docking station. To transport it, you can just fold this down. On the bottom of the tablet there's also these three connectors right here. These are just for holding the device in place when it's docked. In the middle is the data port for the connection to the tablet itself. The keyboard is pretty nicely spaced. It even has a numpad on it over here on the side. This is still a prototype, so there's a bunch of problems with it that make the keyboard flex, for example. There's 4 different colors, so you don't have to go with this rosé red version. There's a huge trackpad down here that also feels pretty nice, and yeah, it has a definitely pretty good click to it, although those mouse buttons are not separated on here. For transportation, this folds down, and on the back you get an Ethernet connector, it's actually 3 USB 2.0 ports, and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's a battery in the base. I haven't asked them yet, and I don't think there is. Those 10.5 pounds are without the keyboard, I think, because the tablet itself feels as though it's that heavy on its own. Let me just try and put this back together. It's kind of hard to handle as this thing is just massive right here. And try and find the right spot to actually make it fit. And let's turn it back on. to take another look at that Windows 10 build running on here. So this has just been a quick look at the Win Wings YS7 from the Chinese company called ASLL here at Computex 2015. I was rolling with Mobile Geeks checking out this pretty crazy device over here, and I'll see you later.
This Mobile Geeks video is powered by ASUS.